I'm Lindsay Smith with Real Agriculture and Real Ag Radio, and joining me now on the line is RealAgriculture. Hi, Erica. Welcome to the show.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
All right. So, Erica, you're from the Ottawa Valley, just like I am. Our farms are maybe an hour apart. Your family farm is near Smiths Falls. And I saw just recently that farm that has inspired something very creative beyond a comic strip is now a comic book. So catch us all up on what this is all about.
Yeah, so I just released my first book on the weekend at the agriculture event in Mallorytown. That's a new thing we're starting, and we're hoping to do that every year. But I thought it would be a good place to launch it because it's all about the culture of farming, and that's kind of what my whole artistic career is about, is inspired by the culture of farming. So the book is actually a children's book, and I will come out with a comic book in the future, but this one I thought I was very inspired by the role of the farmer and how children's books are so often, the cow does this and the pig does this and whatever, and the farmer's just this like side character in overalls that's like, kind of simple, like whatever, just a simple country person. And so I was like, that's not really the case at all. The farmer has all these different hats that they wear every day. And so the book is just literally that, like all the different hats that the farmer is wearing. So one day, they're a mechanic because their tractor broke down, so now they have to be a mechanic, or a calf is sick, so now they have to be a vet, or the plumbing is gone in a pump house and they can't water the cows, so now they're a plumber, and and all these other roles, like not just even like crop scientist or just being a parent, like all these different roles, or a child, because in my case I'm the child,
right?
So,
yeah, a grown one. But the child, nonetheless.
Exactly. Well, technically, I think we're still kids till we're 50 at this point.
I think so. Yeah, I think you're right. No, and actually, I want to talk about that. So, Eleanor is your mom. She runs the farm at Smiths Falls, and cattle. If anyone has seen Erica's work, so there you do have the comic strip called Farm Girl Strips, which I do love catching across social media. I think I see most of them on Instagram, which is fantastic. And there is, of course, there is a woman and a young woman. Are they you and your mom, or are they just inspired by you and your mom?
They're, for the most part, I think they, originally I was like, oh, they're just going to be inspired by, but then it really is us, I think. Like, I mean, most of the situations are things that just have happened to us, and and then sometimes I do over-exaggerate a little bit to make it really funny, but to be honest with you, not often. Often it really is because anyone who knows my mom, and a lot of people do, she is quite a character, and so am I, so we just really riff off each other all day, and it makes working so much fun when you have somebody that's fun to work with. Like,
right.
I make jokes, and then, it gets her going, and she's like, oh, she's always saying to me, you got to stop making me laugh. Or we were building fence all year this year, and she said, you got to stop making me laugh. This fence is going to be so crooked. So.
I did see some of that work its way into your work. So now, so the children's book is called Just a Farmer. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, and so will Farm Girl strips become a comic book at some point? Because you of course, because I am totally going to send out a congrats in that you are getting married very shortly. And
this Saturday. Oh my gosh.
So there you go. And so congrats. But also, I do have to ask then, is that going to work its way in? Because I'm pretty sure an engagement did.
It did, yeah. I did an engagement. There has been some funny wedding stuff going on. I have no idea how to work a conversation I had with my stepdad and my mom, and because Mark Wales is my stepdad, he has his own farm, and so he was on the phone with my mom, and he says, oh yeah, wouldn't it be nice to have all the family, we could do a wedding party game, cracking garlic. And they're laughing about it, and I'm not laughing. And Mom's like, oh, she's got a serious face on. I said, because I know you're not kidding secretly.
No, they
you're
will bring
serious.
that up. Yes.
You want them to crack garlic for you.
So now what I really like about the comic is that it's often like one, maybe two, sometimes three panels. Like it's and it does sort of oscillate between all of those, which is kind of neat. It's sometimes it is just the one, which is sort of Far-Side-ish and kind of says a lot in one panel. Sometimes it's just the two. How do you find the time, first of all, to sort of put this down, and what sort of is that creative process? How do you decide what becomes a comic strip and what stays out?
Oh gosh, yeah, it is. It's well, in the moment, because things will inspire me, like in the moment. And obviously, when you're working on the farm all day, you're not, okay, I got to stop now. I got to go into the house and draw this. I have my phone on me, and I make a voice memo, like, oh, make a comic about, this, and then I'll do it later. And I have to have that phone on me because I've had sometimes where I'm like, oh, this is a good comic. Like the one where the barn swallow hits my face when I'm coming out of the barn.
Yes. Yeah.
That really almost happened. I made it funny. It actually hit me in the face, but it didn't really hit me in the face. It went just over me, and I thought, oh, that's very funny. Barn swallows, next level.
They are, well, they dive bomb, I swear.
They do.
Okay, they do. They totally do. Now, I did just see recently something about caterpillars and old wives' tales and like the harbinger of winter. And it's a funny comic because of the back and forth, but it made me go, wait a minute. Okay, I'm here now living in the Ottawa Valley. I just saw those exact caterpillars and I've seen lots of them. What do they mean? Because now I'm worried. Now you have me concerned. Like, what is the story that goes with these caterpillars?
Well, it's you often see them. I think they're called woolly bears.
Yeah, I think so. Something
people
like
call
that.
them that.
Yeah.
But they're always around when we're piling wood, and so we were going. I think that's what we were doing. We were piling wood, and you see them everywhere because they're all in the nooks and crannies. And my mom had said to me when I was growing up that the black strip in the middle, because they're brown on both ends and then black in the middle. Mm-hmm. And the black represents the length of winter. Oh. So if they're heavy on the black, then it's going to be a long winter. And that's what we had been seeing, or at least that's what I saw, like, just for that comic. I was like, oh, no, it's going to be a long winter.
Okay, I'm totally going to follow up with entomologists and be like, I need to get to the bottom of this. And I'm also going to send the kids out to go find these caterpillars, and we're going to start measuring. So I will let you know if my caterpillars also think that it's going to be a very long winter. All right, now, Erica, across social media, people can find Farm Girl strips for sure. For those who might want to order the book or find the book, what is your website and how can people get in touch and check out your work?
Yeah, so as you said, predominantly I work with Instagram and Twitter because it's just a posting, it's perfect for posting those comic strips. But so you can message me directly on Instagram, but my website is www.RealAgriculture.com, and there will be an online store there that you can purchase the book, read the comics, and things like that. When I do have the comic book done, it'll be there as well. Mm-hmm. But yeah, everything will be there.
All right. Okay, and it's Erica Renaud, and it's Renaud like the car, right? Renaud. So
yeah, well, I think the car might be A-L, but no, it doesn't matter.
Okay, we're going to look it up. But
oh, maybe it is. I don't know.
Maybe it does have an LT. Either way, R-E-N-A-U-D.
Yeah, it's R-E-N-A-U-D.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, thanks, Erica. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.